everybody, welcome back to a slightly out of the ordinary Thursday stream. Today we are going to be using GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program. There's nothing else happening this stream. We're just going to be using GIMP, so if you're expecting gaming, I'm so sorry, but this might still be interesting to you. For those who don't know, GIMP is a little bit revered for, I don't know about revered. A lot of people regard it as kind of difficult to use, and I want to see if I can prove or disprove that theory by using it in my workflow. And we're going to start doing that today. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it does work, because, you know, it's free open source software. It would be nice, but we'll see. Let's get into it. I love how most of the responses to the announcement post for this was condolences. People are genuinely apologetic for the fact that I'm going to be using this software today. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Now, the setup for this is going to be a little bit unorthodox. Ordinarily, I do try to prepare a little bit, but this is kind of just for the fuck of it. We're just kind of having fun, and I really wanted to put this whole process through its paces. We're kind of doing like a mini Linux challenge, ignoring the fact that I've been on Linux as my daily driver for the past like year and a bit.
It's time to drink water.
Interesting. So my music player blocks my alerts. I'm gonna have to fix that. I will fix that by moving the alerts somewhere else. That's the solution we're going to go with for today. Yes, the alerts are now on the right side of me now, while the music player remains where it is. And yes, indeed, it is time to drink water. You know the deal. If you have water with you, you should drink it. And if you don't have water, you should go get some, because water's good for you. It's time to drink milk. Imagine. Crazy. Wonderful. I'm nice and hydrated now. Right, yeah, so I haven't really prepared much of anything for this outside of the usual stream stuff. I don't even have GIMP installed. That's going to be part of what we do in this stream. We're going to install GIMP. Now, don't worry, I'm not like, you know, I just said I've been on Linux for a while. I'm not exactly a novice. I do know how to install software the proper ways on Linux. There are a couple different ways. I think we should start with my desktop. What say you? Here it is. Bask in its glory. Look at that. Look at them. Little fella. I love the little fella. Yeah, so we need to install GIMP. And I figure the easiest way to do that is probably just going to be through Discover. So we're just going to grab it through Discover, because that's nice and easy. Hey, look, it's right here. Most popular. That's nice and easy, ain't it? Probably not going to go through repos. I don't really get desktop apps through like system packages these days, unless it's like a core utility thing, like my terminal or my web browser. For stuff like this, like creative apps, like I have Krita installed through Flatpak, and it's, you know, I'm perfectly happy with it. I don't want any like Fedora specific problems. If I can get kind of more Flatpak specific, that'd be nice. Oh wait, it's defaulting to Fedora repos anyways. Should we just do that? Detecting, aw, yeah, the little critter, the little goober. I love them. This is my favorite bunny picture that I have, so I had to make it my wallpaper. Yeah. So what do we think? Do we want to do Fedora Linux or Flatpak? If we do Flatpak, I'm probably going to do user, because that's where I have more space on my home directory. The Benoi. Fedora has Fed Aura. Ha 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 ha. You got a good chuckle out of that one. I corrupted her. What, the fact that I've been on Fedora? or me liking Flatpak for desktop apps? We're saying Flatpak? I'm thinking Flatpak. I was kind of leaning Flatpak, and it gives you different images. That's interesting. Probably fine. The fact that I use Flatpak. I mean, I would have been using it before. You've probably reinforced it, if nothing else. The reviews are... they could be worse. This app beats the hell out of Photoshop. Okay, you know what? We're going to take these reviews at face value, and we're going to assume that's what we're going to get going in. Beats the hell out of Photoshop. I mean, by virtue of not being Adobe, I'm inclined to agree, but we will see if functionally it does. Crashing all the time. I'll zoom in so you can read. The program keeps crashing all the time. Impossible to work longer than 5 minutes. Test on both Snap and Deb installations. So your problem is you're on Debian. Too complicated and complex. This program is too difficult to use and too complex. I do not need most of the features in it. I have found a basic photo editing program that I like better. Goodbye to this one. This one seems to be designed for gamers. Huh? And professionals who need to do complicated things to their photo files. Okay. Well, do we have any veteran gamers in chat? Any experienced gamer? Yeah, the gamer image manipulation program. I hate it when they say, I like this other thing better, but then they don't say what. And also, like, this is a weird way to do a review. Like, if you wanted a simpler app, just use a simpler app. I don't know why that has to be a negative review on the more complex one. Right? Is that just me? Weird. What's your opinion on Flatpak's next major version being Systemd only? Doesn't affect me because I'm on Systemd, because I'm on Fedora. So I'm all good. I am perfectly happy with that. The marketing departments are different between the Fedora and Flatpak versions. Huge. I understand people being mad about it being too complex because some of the simplest things in GIMP has like 4 steps to do it, which we're gonna find out about today, aren't we? Hey, Ari, what's your opinion? Anyway. Love GIMP, still learning it. Good, never had updates, always works. That's weird. Never had updates? Is this actually a negative thing for some people with software? It never updates? I get some updates can be bad, but I would think it worse if the software was end of life. Like, I'm genuinely concerned that's going to happen with the Affinity suite that I have. In fact, I think that may have already happened. So, reliable and easy, best image editor from Deb user. See, that's a problem, you're using Debian. UI without the U. Hard to use, unfortunately. Painful to see all the effort resulting in something not really usable for anyone that wouldn't opt for Adobe otherwise. Okay, I think that's enough reviews for now. I was just curious, poking around. Let's get the Flatpak version of this software. Let's take a little gander while we're here. Where we look at, oh, they do have the bird photo here. Okay. Immediately not a huge fan of the padding around elements here. Everything is very claustrophobic. I could see why some people get really confused here. But so far, in terms of brush tools, I've seen worse. That seems all right. You got a color picker, fairly bog standard. Cool. We got some tools, all sorts of tools. I can't wait to figure out what all these fucking things mean and do. Oh, cool. We have some color grading. That is, I forget what it's called, a histogram, I think. I'm missing a lot of chat. Oh my goodness. AppStream versus FlatHub, methinks. I don't know about AppStream. App image, do you mean? I find FlatHub easier to grab because you could just get them from a repository. I think repositories for apps are like really, really great, but failing that, app images are nice. I have a couple apps that I have that are app image based. In fact, Phation down here, which I use to play music off my Jellyfin server, like that's an example of that. Hey Miles, can we get a prediction for Doodle crash count? Oh no, hopefully not, because that does seem to be bound to CPU issues. By the way, we have an update. Vidutube dev responded to the ticket and had said apparently the library, it's a dependence library that was causing the crash. This was known already in the thread, but when they poked at it, they found, oh, this dependent library, the GitHub repository is archived. They don't seem to be working on it anymore. So they're going to have to figure something out for that. I don't envy their position, but I really respect and appreciate the work that they're doing, and I will probably end up buying full VideoTube at some point just for the hell of supporting them, because, you know, they're very cool. Putting out the VideoTube mini version for free in the first place is like super fucking base to them. Are we putting the no backseating tag on? We'll play it by ear. I'm okay for now with like a whole bunch of people chatting and suggesting stuff. I think, yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. If I shut things down, I'll shut things down, but you know, we'll see. It was in GTK2 for like 99 years. Is this GTK2? This looks a little bit more modern. I don't know. We'll find out. Interesting to see it as a light theme. And a whole different icon pack in this case. Interesting. This is not a fantastic image to demo with. But sure, yeah, you have text tools. That's great. Okay. GIMP needs updates badly. It does. Every time I look at the interface for this, it does seem a little bit kludgy. Tell you what, that should be installed now. So let's open it up and I'll continue reading. But also GIMP at the same time, not updating could be a good thing. I've had entire features break through updates before. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you gotta make sure the updates are actually good. Okay. This doesn't look super dated. Maybe the screenshots are just a bit old. 500 UI elements. Did you intentionally set up your desktop environment to look like Windows 11? Yeah, kinda. I actually liked the center taskbar. Like, so many people were mad about that. I actually like the center taskbar because I keep in mind at the time, I was a big fan of what Apple were doing with the macOS design post Big Sur. Or like through Big Sur and onwards. So I was like really getting into that. And there's something about like centered apps in the middle of my screen that I just really like. I'm a fan. But yes, this was very deliberate. Genuine question. What do you use for image work if you don't use GIMP? Yes, it is Krita. Indeed. I've been using Krita for drawing, for basic image editing, for doing silly memes and whatever. What was the prediction, by the way? I completely missed that one. Let's have a gander and see what that was. Manage prediction. Will it crash? 85% said no. Who said yes with 15? That's interesting. Yeah, we will find out. That prediction might be running for a while. I mean, it didn't crash immediately, but we'll wait until we get into an actual, like, session before we call it. I pinky promise the mods aren't doing a channel point embezzlement in a VC. Yeah, they're remoted into my system and they could just kill the GIMP process midway and cover their tracks. You're talking about a free desktop app stream? Okay. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of this before. Yep, I've not heard of this. That's interesting. Probably not going to look at that right now, but that is interesting. It's GTK3 now, sweet. The image was GTK2. I don't know if they updated screenshots, yeah. Yeah, it does look a little bit fresh, which is nice. I can understand the center taskbar if you have an ultra-wide. I am actually thinking of upgrading my primary monitor to an ultra-wide because currently I've got like the 2 side-by-side monitors and I really don't like the fact that my head is like constantly tilted to like or rotated to like a 15-20 degree angle just to see my main monitor. I would like an ultra-wide for that reason alone. Me one person Windows key causes a spike in CPU usage for no reason. I love Windows. It's so great. What a fantastic operating system. Gives a bit of pain for me, but I've never had it crash on me. I'll give it that. Pretty stable program. Yeah, I don't know if I've had it. But of course, like when people experience a crash, they're going to blame whatever software crashed, not anything surrounding that. So it's a bit annoying. Cool. All right. Let's start, shall we? In fact, actually, let's get our candidates up. Because there is something very specific I want to do today. To start, anyways. I wish to start by making an RA Melody Live VOD thumbnail. For those who don't know, I run a VODs channel over at youtube.com/RA Melody Live or /@RA Melody Live. Oh my god, hold on, I'll just fucking pull it up. Here she is. I haven't updated this in a little while because college kicked my ass, but you can see the latest VOD we've got is Outer Wilds Part 9. And I have a whole bunch of VODs. Every VOD that I did since my debut, back in 5th of May. It's been over a year, man. That's crazy. Yeah, lots and lots of VODs all the way up until November of last year. And I've been at a standstill since, partly because, again, college kicked my ass. But then since then, you notice every single one of these thumbnails has a nice custom image for it. Yeah, this is kind of a pain in the ass to do, actually. So that's what's been holding me back. So I'm kind of doing my chores on stream right now. I'll leave a link to the VOD channel in case anyone wants to catch it. We have a couple games on here that I've played. Night in the Woods was my first narrative game. I played Stray following that. I've done a couple art streams. That's how I made the emotes that we have in chat. We, of course, have the Space Girl Jamborees, the on a Saturday end of month gaming celebration. We'll just hop in VC with a bunch of friends and just game for a while. The first one was for my birthday. It was originally just supposed to be a birthday thing, and then we made it a whole ass thing. Voxel Eras, delightful little, voxel indie game where you progress through technological eras. Riveting. It's actually very fun. Euro Truck Simulator 2, that's become a staple on Mondays. Really enjoy trucking on Mondays. Outer Wilds played all the way through. That was fantastic. Signalis played all the way through. That was horrifying, but also lovely. This game is fantastic. And we've played Peak more than once, which caught me by surprise. Yeah, 3 streams of that. Lots of stuff, but I am at a standstill because I have a backlog I need to clear, and a big part of that is going to be actually getting thumbnails done. And what's one series right now that I've been really itching to get done? It's the Nier Automata series. I need a thumbnail for that. And I say a thumbnail because I'm going to experiment with something. I'm thinking I create just one thumbnail that has a really nice, like, kind of nondescript background because I really don't want to give spoilers for the game, So I'm thinking like one decent, like pretty looking cover art or background art, and then I just increment the part number for each of the episodes. This is our template. This is the latest Outer Wilds thumbnail. I'm going to be using this as a reference. I do thankfully have most of the assets I need. I don't have a Nier Automata thumbnail. We really are just fucking running wild with this. I do have my logo, though. Streaming. RA Melody Live. There it is. You can't read that because that's on a light background. Oh well. It is there, though. Cool. Well, I guess we start with creating an image, right? It's the only way to go. Let's create a new image. This is going to be 1280 by 720, standard thumbnail proportions. Awesome. We have begun. You're doing yourself a massive favor having the text be in image already because text gradients in GIMP are not straightforward. Ah, are they not? Really? Yeah, okay. I'm glad that is pre-baked then, and this doesn't have a gradient on it. Text gradients are not straightforward. Right, I forget. GIMP doesn't do, like, layer effects, I don't think. That's going to be really interesting, isn't it? Well, not that I'm aware of anyways. To be fair, like, text gradients aren't exactly easy in Krisa either. Unfortunately, Adobe probably has like a fucking patent on smart objects or something, so nobody else can do that, which is lame as shit, if you ask me, but... We're going to need a logo for Nier Automata. I'm not going to pull up an image search while I am streaming because I'm not silly. But I am going to select transparent color. This looks good. Yeah, that looks all right to me. Cool. And what's the size of this? I can't see. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Put that to desktop. We'll just do Nier Automata logo. Wonderful. Should be able to just drag that in. Nice. Oh dear. That's got some artifacting. Can I find one that doesn't have all of that artifacting on it, maybe? I think I'd prefer that. Ooh, this one kind of has a glow on it already. That could actually be very useful. Tell you what, we'll use that one. Scrap this layer entirely. Control deletes. I just delete the layer. Alt deletes? Really? I can't just delete the layer with the keybind. I have to click a button. Uh-oh. That is still... Okay, you know what? It's better than the last one. I'll take it. Maybe they just look like that, you know? Right. No, there isn't just an option in the text tool for it. They only recently got text outlines. I know how you can get a text outline without a dedicated text outline tool, but that doesn't mean I enjoy the prospect. Okay. Oh, wow. The history. I see. Let me make that something else. Maybe just like tools or something. Images? Okay. It's probably just like the images I have open. Tool options, device status, undo history. Cool. Okay. Slowly getting familiar with the space. This is fine. We need a nice Nier Automata background, methinks. Look for like a wallpaper art. Ideally, we can find something kind of like semi-official. This looks pretty nice. That's incredibly low res, though. I'm gonna say no to that one. Tell you what, if I just go images none, we definitely don't want that. Can I do like... Oh, Kagi doesn't necessarily have a safe search. Not explicitly anyways. Okay, I will figure something out. Oh, wait, hold on. Nier Automata official artwork. If I can find something like with a game box art or something, that would actually be very, very useful. And make sure I still have the chat visible so I can read it. Make a screenshot of the Steam store page. Not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I'll have a peek at the Steam store page. Nier Automata on Steam. Have to put in my date of birth. Okay, yeah, there's some fire ones on here, actually. Who would have thought the promotional material would be helpful here? Okay. I think I got my contenders. So we got a couple. We got this one. Very pretty. This would almost certainly work. We have this one. More situational. Also quite situational. And lower res than I'd like. Yeah, I'm going to disqualify that for that reason. This one's nice, but doesn't really have anything in focus. I mean, it's got the whole space in focus, but smaller details. This works as a wallpaper, but not really for a thumbnail. And this is also nice, but still kind of situational. So I'm thinking... Oh yeah, there's also this one as well. This one's also very pretty. So I'm kind of between these, I think. These look like the contenders. I will grab both, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Bup, bup. There we go. Now we get to learn something: how to transform an image, ideally losslessly. Ooh, okay. Immediately something that's gonna catch me. Let's see if I can figure out. Snap to guide, snap to grid, snap to canvas edges. Okay, most of the snap tools are disabled for some reason by default, but there we go. Cool, we can snap images. Awesome, that is what I want. Control T is not a select tool. It changes how move works. I guess? Yeah, it's a mode shift for this. Align and distribute. That's a crop. Ellipse select, scissors, select by color. Is this going to be one of... Because Krisa has this kind of thing as well, where like you can paste an image and do a lossless transform, but it's like with an overlay layer. It's a transform mask is what they call it. I think. No, that's just a regular mask. Okay. That's just moving the layer up and down the order. It's shifting the order. Transform. Arbitrary rotation. No, this is what I would expect to have in a right-click context menu, to be fair, but yeah, where's like a transform tool? Smudge, clone, eraser, pencil, bucket. Okay. Right, we've hit our first roadblock. I don't know how to rescale an image. Are we gonna erase 2B and have a LARP 2B RE doodle? No, we're just gonna like place her in front. Is kind of standard for me. You did go over it, I believe. Move tool. Ellipse select. Scissor. Okay, there's subtools to all of these. Crop. Oh, what the fuck? That's the icon for unified transform? Oh, sorry, you can't really see that. That one at the top right. I guess it's a T-square sort of situation? And Shift T pulls it up. Oh, good. Now I can't see the bounds of my canvas anymore. Oh, what the fuck? No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, cool. And it snaps. Okay, good. Transform. Now we're cooking. Okay, it's Shift T. Shift T is the bind that I was looking for. Fantastic. That was a little bit awkward, but we ball. Tell you what, I'm going to prevent myself from shooting myself in the foot, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to preemptively save this. Near Automata thumbnail. Awesome. Glad you figured out the snap edges thing, because if I recall correctly, there's no way to snap to pixels while scaling, so it's really hard to get things into the right spot usually. Really? Oh, there's snap to grid. I guess you have a pixel by pixel grid. But that's like, yeah, that would be kind of horrible. I would understand not wanting to do that. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Oh, God. I don't like when software does this. We really need to fucking agree on what undo and redo binds are. In almost every piece of software I have, Control-Shift-Z is redo, but GIMP has decided it's Control-Y. I realize, okay, I'm going to get rid of the ticker for now, like the stats up in this corner, because they are blocking the tools up here, which these are pretty important. Like, y'all might want to see all this properly, so I'm gonna not get in the way of that. If you happen to miss that a lot, let me know, and I guess I can find a spot for it. We are seeing... OMG, it's the GIMP guy in the top left. Yeah, it's the little fella. Bro's looking at you with his looking eyes. Ari, have you found the pepper brush? Okay, hold on. No, we're gonna detour. I know exactly what she's talking about. We're gonna get the pepper brush. Okay, B does not summon the pencil. It summons the paths tool. Oh, B for paths. Yeah, that makes sense. Pencil tool has paintbrush. I presume it's paintbrush that I want, right? P for paintbrush. Technology of the fucking future right here, guys. You don't even know the swag that I'm on. This is it. Can I make them blue peppers? Nope, it's this shade of green pepper, and you can get fucked if you wanted anything else. I feel like I'm in a fucking, like, Nintendo DS image editing app. Layer properties, maybe? Can I do active filters? Ah, hold on. Okay, I can't add filters from the add filters selection. I think that's a bit of that's a UXL. I would love a button to just add a filter right from here. Let's do... Thankfully, I've used enough of these softwares where I can kind of get a vibe of where I want to go. Maybe? Generic. Something to do with color is what I'm looking for. I want a HSL adjust. Noise? HSV noise? No, not noise. Just want to rotate hue. Render lava? Interesting. Huh. Maybe it's not like image edit. I know some softwares do it like that. What's circuit rendering look like? No preview. That's kind of heartbreaking, but... Oh god, the fuck? Yep, them circuits, alright. Those are some circuits. You can stop using GIMP now and say it's better than Photoshop. B for Bezier. Okay, you know what? I actually get that. That's not intuitive, but I can understand it. I don't know the GIMP guy's gender. Neither do I. I rate GIMP on a scale from Fire Alpaca to Adobe Acrobat. You know, I've actually used Fire Alpaca. That was like my shit when I was like early into really being into digital art. And then I had upgraded to Medibang way after. And I was just on Medibang for ages and ages. And then when I switched to Linux, I had to pick something. And I was like, oh, Krita, right? It's the KDE art program. That makes sense. And I've been pretty happy with it. Here we are, colors. Oh, yeah, it's not under filters, it's under colors. Hue chroma? Okay. Hey, we even get preview. Look at this. It's perfect. I mean, we can ship this, guys. Like, we don't need anything else. Is there a shortcut for deleting layers? No. Why isn't there a shortcut for deleting layers? It's not like you don't have undo history. If I fat finger it, whatever. We'll live. Never heard of Medibang? It's very similar to Fire Alpaca. I don't remember, is it from the same people? But it is remarkably similar, but just has more features. But it is like what I was using back when I was on Windows, so... You know, I would recommend Krita today to pretty much anyone on Linux. I'm thinking this just screams YouTube thumbnail, you know? Like, this is nice, but this is like, it's very, you know, the focal point is right in front of you. Very easy to see. I do kind of like that. I press Control Shift A. Oh. I'm used to in Krita, you Control Shift A to select all, and then Control A to select all, Control Shift A to deselect. This deselects the layer. I'm really curious in what circumstance you would want to deselect all layers with a keybind, but not delete a layer. Where even is that bind? Wait, no, Shift Control A is select none. Hold on. Huh? Oh no, this isn't even available. I'm so confused. Okay, whatever, it's fine. When'd you get so good at doing art? Oh, hold on. There's something I missed, I think. Only some filters do previews. It's weird, yeah. This is... Huh? This is applied as a filter. Oh, the hue shift thing? Hold on. That might, like, I'm actually okay with that, if it is. Yeah, hold on. And that's just an effect? Yeah, I'm actually very happy with this. This is great. Yeah, it's a non-destructive effect. I do not change this, please. In fact, everything should be this. Unless you choose to bake them, which is that what this is? I don't know if you can see this. I'm mousing over this button, but if you look at the far left of the screen, that's where the tooltip is appearing. Merge all active filters down. Can I just merge one at a time, or... Okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's a non-destructive effect. I'm actually very for that. That's cool. I appreciate that. Non-destructive editing is so good. Yeah, that's normal for GIMP. See, here's the thing. I am so used to it being destructive edits. When did this change exactly? Did it change? Was I just completely misled? Because I could have sworn I was trying to do stuff in GIMP, but it was like destructive to the image. That was like really, really throwing me. Oh, no, you meant the text being weird. The tooltips just like going other side of the screen. How do you fuck that up? That should be like it should just be part of the UI framework you're using. The hue shift used to be destructive. Okay, so I was right on that. That's great. They made layer effects a thing along with GTK 3. Okay, GIMP 3 sounds like pretty markedly better than GIMP 2, for what it's worth. Non-destructive is a full rewrite of half the shit. That makes sense. That makes sense. I understand. That's probably not easy to do, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Of course, 3 is greater than 2. It is some pretty good stuff, but it's still missing some really basic features. I mean, basic features for advanced image editing softwares, for what it's worth. Okay, something else I would like to do. I would ideally like to set up margins, because I build the layout of this around margins normally. I can create guides, I guess? That's just properties, that's fine. I feel like we're not gonna get like margin lines. I probably have to make guides for this. New guide by %. Okay. Like, how far is my reference from this? I wonder. You know, I'll actually keep the embedded working space. Sure. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Guides. A new guide. Can we move it? Oh, yes, we can move it. Can we move it by, like, you know, increments of something? No, we can't select the guide outright. I can position it manually, though. And where is this at right now? Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't. I actually, I don't know where that guide is. It's, well, I guess I have a hint. It's at roughly 60. Okay. We'll work with that. We'll work with that. It's at roughly 60, so let's do another horizontal one at like 720 minus 60. You can't minus. You can't minus in this box. You can't do math in the box. 660, I think, is what I want. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, wait, I can just drag a guide from here, I think. Add a guide at 60. Okay, good. I don't have to bring in that stupid drop down every time. 1280, I'm going to 1220. Banger. Great. Good, good, good. We're off to a actually half decent start. Once I figured out transform, like the rest of this is okay so far. We'll keep the embedded. It's just two different sRGBs. Let's convert it. Let's convert it. We will do that. Now this is going to be interesting, I feel. Let's transform and zoom in here. Uh-huh. Oh, butter? Is that like perfectly lined up? Oh, it's pretty much there. It's pretty much there. That's good. Okay, fantastic. Okay, positioning of that's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll survive, I'm sure. So, next thing. There's gonna be a filter. Light and shadow. Drop shadow. Yo, hold on. Guys, I'm scared. I think I'm starting to enjoy myself. Okay, the weird box here. Like, that's fine when you move your mouse, but why does it have the arrows before then? That's very confusing. Blur radius, we'll turn it off. Let me get my reference out. Okay, it's down a bit with a bit of a blur. Opacity. Yeah, let's boost that a bit. Don't have to be surgical with this. As long as it applies enough contrast between the text and the artwork, that is good enough for me. And that is an effect. It is a... Oh. Yes, baby! This is it. This is it. That's what I'm looking for. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. It's like 1-to-1. That's real nice. Okay, let's get our number in. We gotta get our part number. Thankfully, I already have the font that I use for this. This is Inter. I mean, we could switch to Inter Display. I'm pretty sure just using regular Inter, but we can go italic and bold. Number 9. I don't know if that's the Inter that I want. Inter Display, extra bold, italic, I think. Yeah? No? That made it less bold. That's crazy, actually. Uh-huh. Yup. Tell you what, for the sake of pixel matching here, extra bold, italic. Yeah, it's better. Notice the line height here is like way different. Can I adjust that maybe? I have no idea what this number corresponds to. Baseline of selected text, kerning of selected text. Well, baseline is what I'm looking for, right? Is that not baseline? That's weird. Okay, yeah, go figure. I picked a 200 pixel size. That makes sense. Okay, we'll work with that for now. It's like really close to butter. Not quite, but like it's really close. I would accept that, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, like it's within like font rendering error almost. I'll shift it up maybe like a little bit. A little nudge. A little left tap even. I'm selecting the wrong layer apparently. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with this. That's all right. Right. Let's get another drop shadow on here. Tell you what, let's see. Can I copy this drop shadow? No. I don't believe I can, unless I know in Krita there's something where you can copy and paste attributes. That's probably not a thing here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do another drop shadow, fresh out. Probably the best. Oh, repeat drop shadow. Well, yeah, that works too. Okay, so like a little bit more of a... Yeah, it juts out a little bit more. And wait a second, where's the... Wait. Oh, is that destructive? Reshow drop shadow? Yeah, I'm just adding another drop shadow now. Oh no. Wait. Edit layer attributes. In the design doc, they do talk about making effects copyable, so it's just not there yet, I think. Okay, hold on. Filters. Reshow drop shadow. I suppose if it is destructive, we might as well just copy from where we were, right? Probably gonna be out like that much. High opacity. Not a lot of blur. Looks good to me. Good for my eyes. We'll change this to 1. Just for a start. Oh, what? Now it is a non-destructive. Wait, what did I do?
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Yeah, you got it. It is time to drink water. You know the deal. If you have water with you, you should drink it. And if you don't have water, you should go get some, because water's good for you. I guess repeat makes it destructive? What? Hold on. What? Watch the FX icon here very closely. I'm about to repeat it. It immediately... Yeah, okay, man. Whatever you say. Sure. Yeah, it auto-bakes it. Yes, it... That's not what I did with the others, but yes, it for this specific case, it auto-bakes it. That is deeply fascinating. I am... Wow, yeah. I'm bewildered by that one. That's really something. Lock... Oh god, what? Lock pixels, lock position and size, lock visibility, lock alpha channel. I guess I'll lock transform? Yeah. I just don't want to like accidentally nudge these around, you know? And we'll lock transform on this. There we go, cool. Now none of these will budge. I'm happy with where they are. We'll delete these layers as well. Or just that one. Yeah, okay. Logo time. Now, ooh, that's gonna be tricky. Yeah, I need to get a different one. Because, yeah, I'm not necessarily playing Game of the Yorha edition, but... Actually, wait. SteamDB probably has a really high quality... Or sorry, not... Wait, yeah, SteamDB. SteamDB probably has like a really high quality copy of the logo art. Logo small? Icon? Wait, what the hell? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's baked. Logo 2x. I think that's got less glow on it, for what it's worth. Sure, I guess. Hey, as long as it works, right? Oh yeah, that's so much more workable. Yeah, no, this other glow is like gaudy, very difficult to work with. Can I crop a single... remove edge areas from image or layer. Okay. Good, 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 good. Yeah, SteamDB the fucking goat, to be honest. Yeah, my next bet was going to be SteamGridDB if that didn't work out. Okay. Just crop, yeah? Fuck. Selected layers only. Yeah, that's probably what I want. Let's transform this layer real quick. I'll put it where I want it first. Oh, wait, hold on, I have a selection. That's no good. I keep pressing T, expecting a transform tool to pop up, despite the fact that is not how this works. Okay, good. That still scales on axis. I want to give, like, enough space for the doodle, you know? That seems fine. Good. And now, we crop, selected layers only. Hold on, I'm goated? Huge. Okay, this is great. This is actually going remarkably well. Okay, Shift Control T if I want to toggle my guides. That's good for preview purposes. Is my background leaking? Is this artwork like a little bit fucky? I think it is. Yeah, we'll just we'll nudge it. We'll nudge it. Is it fine up in this corner? A little punch in this corner. This so we don't get weird light leak. Oh, I can control and middle click to zoom. That's kind of neat, actually. We get 100%. Okay. This looks okay so far. Is the TM cut off or am I just tripping? Fuck. You are not. Was it always like that? Hold on. What? That doesn't look right. I swear that wasn't trimmed before. Hold on. Oh no! Aw, Steam. Steam has a bad one. I blame Squeenix for this one, to be honest, but yeah, alright. SteamGridDB it is. Logos. Ah. Muy bien. I think I just found exactly what I wanted. I just minimized the wrong thing. I probably... maybe light text would be nice, actually. Oh my god, wait, that's a GIF? Oh. Not helpful for me, but nice. This is... Ooh, this is a pure white logo. I think this will be much better for my purposes. Okay, yeah, we're gonna use this. Why do you need a logo when the bunny is right there? That's true. Here she is. This is it. That gives me a lot more room to work with. Okay. Bring back my grids. Transform. Ah, look at that. We're snapping to grids and everything. Oh boy, I'm hitting flow state. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm hitting flow state in fucking GIMP. That is insane. All right. Huh? So now we do reshow drop shadow. I'll write this. And opacity up. Blur radius only a squidge, only a smidgen. That contrasts nicely, I think. That looks pretty readable, no? She's in GIMP state. Never, ever say that about me ever again. I swear to God. How horrible. Okay. Now we need the doodle. And I just happen to have the doodle very close by. One moment, please. Drawings, doodles. Alright, doodle. I have a large version that's just like doubled up pixel size. Perfect for situations like this. And we can just line up the doodle in her existing location. Do we have rotate? Rotate? That's a center, which implies we can rotate. But where rotate? That's not it at all. No. Oh. Shift allows a rotate. Shift. Oh. Huh? Wait. Oh, I could have just clicked the whole time. I don't have to hold the modifier key for that. Exact position is not that important for my purposes. This is fine. Oh no, I'm getting annoyed about it. Oh, that's not good. No. We must align the doodle. Oh, wait. She's... Okay, we'll do it this way. Uh-huh. Can I prevent snapping from occurring just temporarily? Whatever. No, this is actually fine. Yeah, I'm not focusing that much on this. Well, I'll be. I mean, that's it. That's a thumbnail. I must say, I'm impressed. We were only here 40 minutes, but to be fair, I was learning the software fresh and rebuilding a templates that I'm kind of anal about, so it's fair enough. Okay, we can probably get rid of our reference thumbnail now. And that background, I'm sorry? Oh, it was transforming for a sec. Move being all the way on M is not ideal, IMO. To be fair, I'm not sure what else you would bind it to. Because, like, text is T, transform is Shift T. Oh, Shift R is just rotate. Literally just rotate. Shift S, scaling. Shift F is just flip. Yeah. 3D transform, Shift W. Oh my god, yeah, look at that. How do I, try to see if I can, like, get it back to normal alignment? Oh, it, like, goes from the corner you're dragging it from, I think. Okay, yeah, whatever. 3D transform, handle transform, that's Shift L. How does that work? Ah. Ah. Oh, wow, yeah. What the fuck? I'll be real. That's... I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a little bit easier to finagle with than when I try to do this in most other softwares. I am remarkably impressed. I'm being proven wrong. This is a good thing. This is actually a good thing. I think Krita has the exact same tool. It probably does. It's just like, this just has it all here. And if you just do like Shift T, you get all of the function. Like I get the rotate, I get my scale, I get skew, I get changing my like center of rotation, I get corner pinching. Like that's everything. Fascinating. Well, that's the thumbnail, right? All I need to do is pop out 14 of these. Fuck, really? Like I've actually done that many? That's nuts. That's crazy. Let me double check. Because not all of them are on my PC anymore. They're on my NAS. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm looking for latest episode. I could just check my PC because it is still on here. 15! I need to do 15 of these. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's just do 2, 3. Yeah, this is doable. That's a quirky little bug, ain't it? Okay, well, it hasn't reared its ugly head again, so I'm gonna assume that was a fluke. Exporting. I'm going to assume I normally do a Control-Shift-S, but is there a proper export bind? There is. Control-E. Near Automata Part 1. That's probably fine. Yeah, export. Ordinarily, I would fuss about, like, specific details. Oh, wait. You've exported to the same place. I didn't expect that. Control-Shift-E? Yes, okay, gotcha. What was I saying? Yeah, ordinarily I would care more about the exact way in which the image is exported, but this is just going up to YouTube. Like, they're probably just gonna transcode it into a WebP at the end of the day, so like, who cares? In fact, I should probably make these WebPs. I'm a big fan of the WebP format. Hold on. WebP? Ah! Gave me new data. Okay. Part 2. And part 3. And part 4. Look at this. This is the shit that would take me fucking ages because I'd be scouring through the footage for like a nice frame to put in the thumbnail. But this is so much easier. I really hope this still ends up being like useful at least. I guess if nothing else, it makes it easier to like identify, oh, this is very obviously a near thumbnail because all the near thumbnails look the same, but it also makes the individual episodes harder to tell between. So I'm kind of worried I'll go back on this. Though I'll tell you what, if it becomes a problem, thumbnails are something I can absolutely just do later. Like or update later. I can just do that. There's nothing really stopping me. As long as the video actually goes out eventually, that's like already pretty great. WebP is so goated, absolutely. WebP and AVIF. The only reason I wouldn't use AVIF right now is because support is still a little bit weak. Just AV1 in general, support is pretty weak. I love using AV1 personally, but that's me talking without AV1 code hardware. I can only decode. Okay. It's a little laborious, but the idea is that, it's a one-off. I should never have to put in that much effort to assemble those thumbnails again. Okay. My GPU can't encode to AV1 properly because of a hardware bug. Thanks, AMD. I remember I was upgrading GPUs and I wasn't going to go for NVIDIA at first. I was going to go AMD, but I switched to an RX 580 and I tried to record with it And the hardware encoder was so shit. It was horrible. It was so horrible that I ended up switching months later to a GTX 1660 Super. Wasn't a big fan of that happening, but I stream, I record videos. Like, it's kind of fucking important that I have a GPU encoder that doesn't suck huge ass. Yeah. Okay. Here they are. All the thumbnails. That's it. Fantastic. Okay, so I guess let's see what else is in the backlog while we're here. Might as well. That marks a very nice kind of milestone points, doesn't it? Okay. Check my NAS, because there would have been other things I streamed back in December. Yes. December I played Little Inferno. So let's do Little Inferno. Preemptively save. Little Inferno thumbnail. We'll make these separate. There weren't many streams of this, so this will take a lot less time, I think. Especially now that we've got like the rest of this locked in. Logo. Yeah, these can all go. The rest of this stays though. It's a very versatile template. Little Inferno. If I can just find an image of the empty fireplace. Little Inferno fireplace. There weren't many streams, so I might even be able to do a custom thumbnail for each. Who wants to see the full process for that, actually? Because I could just, like, pull VODs now and show you, like, why that process ends up taking so long. Yeah, hold on, fuck it. Thankfully, Little Inferno should not take a very long time to copy over. Yeah, it's only 3.4 gigs. For reference, the near streams are like 10 to 20, depending on the day. So, yeah, this is kind of whatever. And I don't even need, like, that much out of this. Potential spoilers for Little Inferno, I guess. There wouldn't be that much to spoil. Yeah, fuck it. This one. Whatever. I'm not scrubbing through 6 bajillion years worth of fireplace footage. So we'll copy that. And where the hell did you save that? I told you to make a screenshot, but where the hell did you deploy it? I don't know. Yeah, continue where you left off. Yeah. What? Video? Take snapshots. Wait, did you go to my home directory? Oh, for fuck's sake, it is going to my home directory. Whose bright idea was that? Alright, whatever. Yeah, the second one I took was worse. We're gonna bring this one in. Oh, look at that. It's almost like perfectly lined up. CHCV. My favorite word or something. I really wish that this would... Wait, is snap to center a thing? Snap to canvas edges. Equidistance? Snap to equidistance between 3 bounding boxes. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe not with that one, though. I just really wish I could see the bounds of the fucking canvas. Yeah, here, this'll work. Not how I would like to do that, but it's the way that I'm going to do that. And shift that down just a smidge. I can see a little R-doodle poking in the corner. There, that should be good. Should make the thumbnail for this stream VOD in GIMP too. I mean, shit, this is turning out to not be a total nightmare, so I just might. In fact, I have a funny idea for what I could do for that. I want Little Inferno logo. That should not be difficult to find. Yup, that'll do. Can I just drag and drop? Rats. I thought I was being so clever. Not clever enough, evidently. Oh my god, it's a fake transparent image. That is diabolical. Who does that? Who does some shit like that? That's messed up. Okay, this one looks high quality enough. Little Inferno logo. Drop you in. That's it. Okay, where's my guides? Hey, guides. I know how to use you now. And it kind of blocks my funny little cubes here, but I'm sure it's fine. Reshow drop shadow. Just a little bit. Blur that slightly. Yeah, night and day. Much easier to tell apart. Awesome. Great. Part 1. How many parts of this were there? I think this leaked into January or February, something like that. I know I finished the game at least, so I'm not missing anything. Was it really 2 streams? That it? No, there was a part 3. Cool. Alright, now we're going to grab another frame, and this again is where things start to get like a little bit annoying and difficult. Actually, wait, what the fuck? Huh. VLC is successfully playing off of my NAS, which is a Samba share. This normally doesn't work. That's interesting. I wonder how VLC has specific support for this. Whatever, I guess. Where do I drop the nuke? I can get like frame perfect. I realize it might be slightly difficult. Yeah, you know what? That's good enough for me. Why is it saving there? That's such a weird spot. Like vaguely adjacent to my home folder. Whatever. VLC has frame advance? What is the bind for that? I've never actually known. I've poked around at that before, but it's definitely not the YouTube frame skip bind. Try not to get chat in frame. I might just have to do some photo magic here. We're gonna have to use the image manipulation program to do some image manipulating. And by that I mean incredibly lazy editing. Ooh, what would this be? Smudge tool? Clone. Select a copy from an image or pattern using a brush. I don't know, here? Wait, what? Do I sample from here? Oh, yeah, I do. That's good enough. That'll do. Number 2! Heal tool is super useful for stuff like this? Interesting. Hello? What the fuck? Why does toggling position lock, like, trim the effects? It's a weird feature. Does that come out in exports, I wonder? It does! What the fuck? Why? Oh god, it happens with a number too! What the fuck? What do you mean? That's so strange. Okay, but it doesn't affect this one. That's so confusing. Alright, whatever, man. Who cares? We just trying to make thumbnails. We ain't trying to pick a fight with this right now. Cool, so that's part 2. Part 3. Okay, at this point, spoilers if you have not seen Little Inferno. In fact, tell you what, I'm just gonna pull up the video here. And I will page through. Oh, I can't drag and drop stuff. That's fascinating. Yeah, I'm just getting through the footage. I shouldn't be too long. I am really just ripping it through here. Uh-huh. That's not the frame I want. This is pretty close to what I'm looking for. Yeah, that'll do. Don't mind me. I'm not just yapping at nothing. I'm grabbing a thumbnail. This should be pretty good. Big part of, like, the art of thumbnails for me is tone setting, you know? Like the previous thumbnail here, or sorry, first one is like fairly ordinary. This one's on fire, and this one's like cold and kind of lonely. I really like that. This would be so great if I was making like a fucking main channel video or something, and I just overwrote part 2. All right, whatever. Let's fix that, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, it'd be great if I was making a main channel video where like the thumbnail actually mattered, but no, we're doing this. Cool. We now have 3 Little Inferno thumbnails. I may be goated. Look at this. Ain't that great? Fantastic. Right. Well, that does Lissel Inferno. Man, we're kind of blitzing now, actually. Yeah, I'm thinking these near ones, like, because they're all the same image, this is going to be, like, placeholder as fuck. I think I'm going to want to replace these, but these will suffice as, like, a temporary holdover. I might want to mark when... Okay, this isn't really spoiler to an insane degree, but I complete the game to the point of getting credits, but there is more content from that point, and I would like a thumbnail to reflect that. So I'm going to poke at this here and see what I can do. Okay, part 10 is where that officially starts. So let's go into Open Recent. Near Automata. Oh, good. It shows exports as well. That's not what I expected, but whatever. Near Automata thumbnail. I need a different image to give you, and I happen to have one that I deleted earlier, but I can bring back for this bit. There we go. That's exactly it. Still can't tell the bounds of my canvas because fucking reasons. Oh wait, this does snap center. That's interesting. Okay, that would have been nice to know. Oh shit, actually. Ooh, the crop for this is going to be interesting, ain't it? This is workable. Oh, but you don't... What? Oh no, I think it must be snapping to some other bounds or whatever. That's very strange. Okay. We'll try and get the framing like this. Maybe I can... No, I've run out of space. Not giving me a whole lot to work with here, I'll be honest. Really playing it close to the wire. But that will do. Cool. We will episode 10 that. Oh, right, the text is way too constrained. There we go. Part 10. And we're just gonna start, like, rebuilding these. Only a couple. That's fine. Part 12. That's 13. Part 12. Now part 13. Yeah, GIMP action. Isn't that crazy? It's actually going remarkably better than I had anticipated, which is actually great. This is... Like, I'm quite happy with that. It means I can actually do these thumbnails at my PC, which is... Yeah, I have found a way to do stuff. I'm amazed. It's a miracle, even. Cool. So now, we have two distinct sets of thumbnails. And... yeah, you know what? They're two distinct thumbnails that I have. We have the... We'll call it the side A and we'll call it the side B. And I will probably, in the future, upgrade these to have, like, still shots from the actual stream itself, because that... I still really prefer that, just having a static thumbnail the whole way. But at least this way, you can kind of tell apart, like, okay, something has changed at this point, which at episode 10, yes, something does change. The latter third of my Nier Automata playthrough is quite different. time to script the number increment. So no joke, that is something I intend on doing. In fact, fuck it, bro. We're gonna pull this up. Wasn't necessarily planning on it, but we will do it. Oh shit, I can't bind to that address for reasons. Can I? No, I wouldn't have written this to have a configurable port. 1 second. I have been working on a tool. For those of you who don't know, I was already working on a tool called Vodular. And what Vodular does is it handles the, like, compiling and uploading of my VODs with full metadata, except for the thumbnail. The thumbnail is the only thing it doesn't automate because that's difficult. So I've been kind of yearning for a visual interface that makes it like really, really easy to just make those. But I eventually came along and was like, you know what, let's just go the full mile, right? And, oh, what the fuck? Okay, default port is set there. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's in a config file. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Let me check something real quick. Huh? Where is it? There's a config file I'm looking for. Okay. That's peculiar. Config.toml. Yeah, that's probably it. Aha. Ports. This is configurable. Awesome. That's great. Now I can actually show you the thing I wanted to. Here it is. Melody VOD Manager. So this is a web interface upgrade of Vodular, which Vodular is just a command line tool, to be clear. So it's fairly, you know, basic looking. And it just takes in like a config file for, or like a metadata file that I parse and then use that as my like upload template. And if I go through my VODs, just make sure I have these all. Yep. Okay, cool. We'll show it like this. Yeah, cool. So here are VODs from June 2026. These are all the VODs that I have made so far, and there's more in this directory as I'm recording right now as we speak. And the idea is each of these with a little tape icon, these are registered VODs, we'll say. So they've actually got metadata attached to them. Let me zoom out here so you can see it properly. Yeah. So we got a whole bunch of tags here. This is all super clunky UI, so please forgive the mess. I'm hacking shit together very, very quickly, and I intend to polish it later. Hopefully I do. But yeah, the idea is rather than editing a text file, you have a web interface for it, and there would be an upload button, just a big old upload button where I just click and I just send it off, and there's a background service that handles that all for me. But one of the big things I intend to do as well is add a thumbnail generator to this, where you can like skim through all of the footage and kind of just pick a like nice looking frame. Like you can like jump in like, I don't know, a couple minute increments or whatever until you find an interesting point, and then you can like kind of frame tweak and adjust until you get to like the points that you want. That should make the process of forgot the rest of the owl. Yeah, so you can select your frame, your still frame from the video, and then I would use like Image Magic or something probably to slap on all of this stuff on top, because this is just template. This is really easy. I just get a logo for the thing that I'm doing, if applicable. RDoodle, same place every time. RMLD Live, same place every time. The incremented number, the part number is just incrementing. So very, very easy to just slap that on with drop shadows and the font that I want, in theory. That said, never done anything with Image Magic before, at least not through, not using it as a library. So that'd be interesting. We'll see. For now, I'm genuinely wondering, now that I can evidently just make these thumbnails in GIMP and is like actually viable, that might be enough, because I have to pull out my laptop every time I want to do a thumbnail because I need the Affinity suite for that shit. Yeah, also I was thinking at the start of the stream, this format looked pretty automatable. My brain was already brainstorming how to do it. I've been brainstorming for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been too busy actually doing the streams and other various things. But yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Fucking the bunny and just a shitload of thumbnails up here. I love it. I can get rid of that. And we don't need that. And we don't need that. And we don't need that. Or this. Wait, where's the XCF file? WebP, 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 WebP. Huh? Wait. Near automata thumbnail. Oh my god, I think I deleted the thumbnail by accident. Whoops. I am so glad I didn't close. Sort by type. Can I change the size of these icons actually? Aye. Yeah, cool. I don't really use my desktop for much except for active stuff anyways, so this very clearly reminds me if there's crap I need to move. Krita does have Python scripting, right? As I'm aware, it does. And it could be doable. Does GIMP not have scripting as well? I swear I saw a thing in here. There's a lot of things in here, to be fair. Animation? Animation? Optimize for GIF? Wait. Can you do frames? Oh! Oh! I see. It goes through all of the layers, stacking them on top. Wait, but then... That's really interesting. Hold on. 1 frame per layer, replace. Oh god, that doesn't work the same at all. Yeah, GIF stuff does seem to exist. That's... Okay, I got my hopes up on that. So I don't think that necessarily beats like an actual like NLE, a non-linear editor that happens to export a GIF. You should load a GIF into GIMP and you'll see what I mean. Let's see. I converted a lot of my... Actually, no, I did not convert all of my GIFs. One sec. Yeah, this is a good example, I'm sure. Ah, I see. Hold on. Gotta get some kick somehow, you know. Cannot rearrange these tabs. Oh, wait. Did I just do that? Oh. Oh. What the fuck? I've dragged one tab into the other. This is some other tab. Oh no. I'm just gonna close that. I'm panicking out. Okay. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I just wanted to move my tabs, man. I don't know if I did something wrong, but it was not very well communicated. Can I... It says I'm not supposed to. Okay, wait, you can actually just drag... Yeah, it acts like a buffer. Wait. How buffer is this buffer? Can I just drag this into Discord? No, it's just for GIMP. I'm scratching my head a little here. That's... Sure. Oh, why are you here now? That's not where I had you. Oh no, it's stuck. We restart again. Okay, never touch those. Do not touch the image pane up here, which looks like they should be tabs, but they are most certainly not tabs. Bad idea. Cannot recommend it. Okay. Oh, right. This doesn't have weird cropping issue. Oh, it does. Oh, well, I'm not exporting all that shit again. There's no way. There's a way. God damn it. Does that count as a crash? No, I closed it. A bug? Sure. But that's not what the prediction was for, was it? You know what? I have a theory. Well, not a theory as to why this makes sense, but why it happens to some, but not all the layers. See this yellow bound? It's trimming everything outside the yellow bound, but this image has padding in it because I already have a glow on it. So it doesn't really affect that perceptually because the drop shadow doesn't go that far. But this one, the bound is right here. So if I zoom in, you see how it trims a little bit? Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Really obvious with the near logo, I'm sure. Yep. Bottom is just gone. So that's not ideal. Can't recommend personally. But whatever. Julia stays winning. GIMP is really, GIMP has its really dumb bugs, but that was not really a crash, especially because you can save first and reopen. Yeah, like there was nothing wrong with the image. It was just a UI bug that wouldn't go away until I restarted. And it's not like this app even takes a crazy amount of time to start for what it's worth, so I'd survive. And again, now I'm just going to avoid that like the plague, and I'm just going to pretend that you can't actually arrange the order of your tabs. As much as I would like to in some circumstances, maybe it's just not worth it. Right. Okay. That's good. Well, we'll set that back to numero uno. Did they do any other streams of any other games around this period? Let's have a gander. They were jamborees, and that's it. Yeah, it was just doing Nier, Euro Truck, and jamborees. I did do a little bit of playing around with Vulkan SDL3. I'd probably want thumbnails for that. Not sure exactly how I do thumbnails for that. Probably have to do something a little bit more custom. That's fine. I can live with that. Yeah. Well, shit. How about that? Okay. Well, tell you what we'll do. We're on a roll. I got 20 more minutes. And I've kind of got this down, I think. Yeah, like this is looking pretty good so far. If I open these all up in the doohickey, check it out. That's all of them. That's Nier parts 1 through 9, and then 10 through 15, and then 3 Little Infernos. Filler in between, I need to sort out all of the Euro Truck streams in between these and jamborees. And I think I can get a start with Jamboree number 5, Doodle on Wheels. This has a lot of footage to it. That's a 27 gigabyte VOD. Can't say I'm super excited to scrub through this whole thing, so I'm going to make it real fast. Did we ever do like a group photo? I don't know if we did. Did we not think about that? This is the trucking jamboree where a whole bunch of us got together and started hauling cargo. all across the EU, where I think the most notable memory was I gave Thermia like multiple mini heart attacks. Oh wait, no, I think I know exactly where to get a clip from here. There was a horrible, horrible pileup collision somewhere in this. This sort of editing is what I think GIMP is best at, just manipulating images. It's not nearly as good at photos, art, or any number of adjacent tasks, but just for fucking manipulating them, it does that well. It does make me wonder how viable it could be for just like editing little memes and shit. Because that is what I've been doing with Krita so far. But notably, actually, Krita's transform is more difficult to deal with. That's what I use it for. Yeah. Fair enough. We're going to skim over like large swaths. Actually, real quick, while we're here, what was the frame jump? Playback, tools, playlist, open media. How would I do frame jumps? That's not a frame jump. That's not a frame jump. I don't know. If anyone does know, please let me know, because I'm curious. That would have been a very useful feature for me in the past. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yep. I remember that. Oh my god, what? Oh, hold on, I gotta hear the audio for that.
Someone in chat just said, to all visually impaired viewers, impossibly like
Avati!
Oh god! Yeah, I already melody in the work.
Oh my god. Had to be soon after this.
Thank God we don't take damage because someone just ran.
Are you getting each other off over there?
Yeah. Alright.
Oh my god.
You go over the fence.
6% damage!
What is happening?
I was floored. That cooked me.
Oh my this is bad on Fox Violence, what the fuck?
Why is my truck cancer pill? I've glitched.
Horrible. Does E not frame advance? Oh my god, it does. Wait, Shifty? W? No, I'm just in full screen now. Random. No. Next frame. Deinterlace? No. How do I... Whatever, man. You only frame advance for... What? You can only frame advance for some reason? There's no frame backwards? Fantastic. Best to ever do it. Speaking of best to ever do it, VLC crashed. So... Yup, they get the hammers. They get the hammers for that one. Right. Tell you what, I'll recognize the fucking road that the collision happened on. Oh, that looks fun. Okay. Be careful with frame advance, by the way, because if you do too much, the video playback fucks up sometimes. So, like, the main reason I stopped using VLC. What would you recommend then? Because I've been a VLC girl for fucking ages. This is like one of the few softwares I kept around after my Linux migration. I'm not really sure what else is good. I just use anything that uses MPV as the backend. I mean, there is just like MPV media player, right? How well does this play here? It doesn't like it. So VLC wins for being able to play off a Samba share. Pretty much nothing else on Linux works off a Samba share, which is incredibly infuriating, but don't listen to MPV fans, they're insane. Yeah, I'm gonna do this so y'all are actually like readable. Slightly more readable. Yeah, it's as good as we got. Haruna uses MPV and is frame forward and backward stepping. And Haruna is like fine UI wise. I'll have a peek. Oh god, I forgot it was huge. Yeah, sure looks like a media player, all right. Looks functional. Hey, frame step forward and backward. Ain't that nice? Interesting. Interesting. I'll get it and I'll poke at it in the future. By KDE? Oh, that's not what they've marked here. By a KDE contributor or like under the KDE banner? Because this seems a little unofficial for KDE. Oh shit! Yeah, that's a KDE GitHub link, all right. Okay, that's me told. Okay, not that one. Okay. No? We're done? Oh, I just can't drag and drop. Of course, of course. How could I be so silly? And this right here is exactly why I got stuck on thumbnails. Actually, you know what? I kind of got a aura farm shot over here, sort of. We'll snag that and we'll see if it's any good. Not that though. Fucking. You know, maybe a frame from here could be good. We can actually see multiple people. Well, I can't see multiple fucking anything because Claire's in my face. That's fine. Oh, this one could be good. That's not too bad. I kind of like that. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna use that. Gonna need to grab the last jamboree. This is a reference piece. Right, Gwenview can handle that, but that does, going off the thumbnail, look pretty straightforward. It's a jamboree. It has trucks in it. Okay, Jamboree 5 Doodle on Wheels thumbnail. We can discard part number for this one. Little Inferno logo. And those VLC snaps. Keep pressing T expecting a transform tool. Not how that works. Okay. Underneath the doodle. And let's scale our image so that the UI is not in the bounds. The fuck is you doing, man? There we go. And now we gotta trim this out. Sorry, chatters, you were not part of the thumbnail. That's a little bit awkward, but that's fine. Let me make this a bigger brush. Denser brush. Uh-huh. Right there. And here. This isn't fucking busted at all. No. This is a very reasonable way to patch out a thumbnail. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it. No one will know, right? They won't know. They won't know. It's like impossible to tell. Especially thumbnail size. No one's gonna fucking notice. Yeah, so I think what's really helping me a lot in this process is a lot of the tools that GIMP does present are tools that I have used before. They're not like wholeheartedly familiar, unfamiliar. Or they're not wholly unfamiliar is what I meant to say, not wholeheartedly. There we go. Jamboree 5 thumbnail. What I might do, I might slap like a little bit of color grade on this. Just for fun, you know. Levels is usually how I go about this. Where we kind of crank the black levels, crank the white levels, and then bring this somewhere in the middle to make it nice and readable. Just a little bit of extra pop, you know? Nothing crazy. And with that, thumbnail. Hooray! That's what I'm saying. It's intuitive. You're troll me. Have you fucking real? GIMP content aware brush. We hardly have that. Is that healing? Is that what that is? How does this work? This just seems like stamp, but different. GIMP doesn't have content aware. That would be too convenient. Fucking rolled. Right. I get to healing tries blurring elements. It's a lot better for a spot where everything looks the same. Yeah, so like if I went here or something. Yeah, in fact, let's just go here. Try heal these sections. Okay, still gotta kind of actually align things, but also as a side note on like a GIMP content aware fill, I am like 99% sure that if GIMP were to add that, a whole bunch of people would lose their fucking minds because it's AI powered. Because that's what content aware is. It's machine learning based. Aware, the clues in the name. People would lose their fucking minds over that. That and moving just a part of an image is annoying, like how in most programs you could just select a part and use the transform tool to move the pixels in that selection. Huh? People would just go insane just because hearing AI without understanding how it works. To be fair, I can understand why people would lose it, because the people who are like heavily pushing AI are never fucking clear on what the hell they mean when they say AI. They just say it. And they say everything is it, and it's going to be everywhere, and you should fear it, but also love it, and invite in your home, let it suck you off, suck it off, I don't fucking know. And that's very silly, IMO. I think that's very, very silly, and we should not do that. If we want any fucking assurance that people aren't just outright lying to us, we need people to just be fucking clear on what words mean. So, we don't mind if I do, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Right. Let's look at videos that are marked as private or unlisted, because here's the thing. Because I've just done that, I can actually go ahead and upload this. I can actually do this now. So give me a moment while I attach the thumbnail. Actually, yeah, I could probably just do it from here. That's my photos. Interesting. It doesn't like WebPs at first glance. Doodle on wheels. File is not an image. You are a Google-owned product, and you are seriously telling me you do not support WebP. Are we for real, Matt? Okay. Fucking A. I'm so glad I know how to use a terminal. For file in anything that's WebP, do echo file. We'll just check that first. Cool. All right. Do echo file. We want to magic file. We'll do in actually. Input. And output would be that. I have a thing here. This little command here, by the way, as fucked as this is, I'm going to use this as reference because this is what I use to quickly convert a bunch of MP4s in a meme folder that I have to WebM with AV1 encoding because I'm just that much of a fucking nerd. Oh, wait, not MP4. WebP to PNG, and it didn't like that for some reason. Probably because I didn't do this. No? Huh? Input options, input file, output file. That should just work, right? Well, that didn't work. YouTube is like Google's worst designed product somehow. YouTube supports 4K thumbnails now, I think. Do I need 4K thumbnails, though? Like, being real and honest here. Hold on. Like, that's the quality that they're giving me here. That's pretty crunchy. They may support uploading of 4K thumbnails, but they sure as fuck don't present it to me in 4K. Yeah, it'd be 4K for TV. That's the whole purpose. What? Stop moving me there. Oh, okay. That's swell, actually. I was just thinking that's exactly what I want. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it this? Yeah, it's that. I don't like Bash sometimes, but it's better than nothing. There we go. Cool, all PNGs now. Bosh. Get this uploaded. Should I just make this public now? What do you think, guys? She's ready. This is a ready VOD. It's good to go. Oh yeah, it's already marked for jamborees in your truck sim. Beautiful. The people want the jamboree. You're getting the jamboree, baby. Go get her. Go get her. That's delightful. I'm very happy with that. That's so cool. At long fucking last. Let's see if I can pour through the rest of this list real quick. We'll do Little Inferno next, shall we? My next subject. This just has some thumbnail off of like a... I think... Oh, yeah, Andy will like Twitch Wrapped or whatever the hell. Some shit. Thumbnail? Hello? You're not actually going to tell me I can't set a thumbnail, right? Hello? Where's the thumbnail option? Okay, man. Yeah. Whatever, bro. Appear out of nowhere. See if I care. Tell you what, we'll schedule this. We'll schedule it for tomorrow at 7 p.m. my time should be good. We'll have these rolling out daily, like I did the last time I was going through backlog. That seems reasonable. Oh my god, do I have to wait for you as well, man? Yeah, I gotta wait for you as well. Oh no, I have to click subtitles and that gets the thing buffering. You know, I'm starting to get what you mean by it's Google's worst built application. It's a little awkward, ain't it? YouTube Studio. I bet AI will fix this. Go my widgets. Tell you what I'll do actually. Hold on. Just refresh the tab. This could be a like stuck state problem or whatever. Yep, immediately fixed. Whatever, bro. Who cares? Schedule that for the 21st at 7 p.m. You know, I actually don't think I got the order of this correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a bunch of trucking streams in between this. Let me check my canon here. Truck Sim Part 9. Yeah, there's a trucking stream in the middle. Before all of this, actually. So we'll bump you to the 20th. And we'll bump you to the 21st. And when the hell is... Okay. Well, let me get this. Let me get this right here. Looking at my catalog. So there was part 2 that released, and then there was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I don't know, fucking there. Yeah, look, we'll align this properly in a moment. Yeah, I might as well blitz through the rest of these. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm pulling this off screen. Like, these are all going to go public anyways, but, you know, I want to be thorough. Better safe than sorry. You know the deal. Oh, the order of this is all fucked now. No! Okay. How many of these say November? Okay. All of the November VODs are public. Great. That's perfect. Let's get all the ones that say December in it. Wait, what? Am I missing VODs? Hold on. Truck Simulator Part 11. Oh. Oops. Wait. How out of order have I got these? Oh boy. Okay, of all of the streams done in December, is that actually all of them? Were there only 3? No, there were more than that. Truck Sim Part 10, I don't think ever got uploaded. That's interesting. Might need to fix that. Let me check that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are missing 9, 10, 12. Oh no. We're just 9 and 10. Okay, tell you what, I'll get my server doing that or something. It's the whole reason I made Vodulars, so that I could just have these upload in the background. Go to my storage box. Or go to NAS videos 2025. Cool. For the every directory here. Cool. VOD has already been uploaded. Well, that ain't fucking true. Not even remotely. Yeah, I'm just missing part. Okay, cool. So I guess some of the data here got a little bit fucked. That's my best guess. Or I made a mistake and copied over metadata for VODs that are already uploaded, and the upload state is included in the metadata file, which could have caused those problems. Let's... Do I have a TMUX session? I don't. Cool, we'll just do it here. Cool, that's gonna take a bit of bandwidth, but we're probably fine. Okay, on that note, I should probably wrap up, because we're past the 2-hour point now. That was fun. I am genuinely pleasantly surprised. That went a lot better than I expected, and I am very glad it went as well as it did. That is fantastic. Yeah, cool. We have thumbnails. We got near. We got trucking. We will have more. We've got the Little Inferno thumbnails. Like, Peem. This is great. I can't believe it. GIMP on top. I mean, for this purpose, sure, yeah. Well played. This is great. This is actually really, really great for me. It's great for my workflow that I now have an option on Linux that should work reasonably well for me for making these thumbnails. And it's great because, like, I don't like shitting on open source software. In case it wasn't clear, I mean, I'm really committing to the bit on, you know, being all in on this shit. So I am very happy to say GIMP works. It may be limited in what it works for, but if you are like me and you like using the right tool for the right job, for the things I want to use GIMP for, it seems to do it reasonably well. If I want to draw, I will use Krita. If I want to do some fancy design stuff, maybe I'll use Inkscape. But for just the image manipulation parts, GIMP might be it. So yeah, wonderful. Great times. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I need to go grab food because I'm hungry. I'm going to send you all off on a raid somewhere. Who is live at the moment? Who have we got going on? Oh, well timed. Thank you for the follow, Kitty Pies. Welcome. How's an art stream sound? Nice chill art stream? I mean, it's in theme with the category that we just did. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to send you off to Sendiper, who's making some very nice, very cozy looking artwork by the looks. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is you hail from. And that is all for tonight. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye!